Hey there, hunting family. Today we're going to be bringing you a quick tutorial on making some homemade wings. Now the secret to making good homemade wings is the hot sauce, but we don't use it right out of the bottle. We're always mixing in some other ingredients. We mix in a little bit of brown sugar to sweeten it up and thicken it up. We'll put that in the fridge till later. And then you can see I've got my wings laid out on a baking rack with tin foil, and then I actually have a baking sheet to get them up off of the tin foil so that air can get in there. We're going to douse them with a good douse of paprika, some garlic powder, some additional salt and pepper. And the secret is, before adding these dry ingredients, I'm always patting them down. I'm making sure that they're not moist, that they're dry, and that they'll take to the dry seasonings. You can see we got everything coated up really good prior to putting them in the oven, skin side up on the tray. This is what they should look like. These are gonna be good. Our next step's gonna be getting them into the oven. We put the oven on an internal heat of 425, get them on that middle baking rack. We got a couple of wings left over, but it's no problem for us. We're going to make more than one batch. We're going to do a bunch at a time. And after 20 minutes, check those bad boys, pull them out, and it's time to rotate them. So we're going to get them out of the oven. We'll get them up top here. We're going to get them flipped, and they will go into the oven for another 20 minutes, other side. And once the timer's up, we're going to pull them and check them out. They should be nice and crispy. And once we have all of our wings flipped over, we're going to get them back into the oven for another 20 minutes. Now we use the middle rack, yet all that heat rises in the oven, so the whole goal is we want these guys cooking low and slow for about another 20 minutes. When your oven reaches 0 and you pull them out, they should be nice and crispy. Now once we've got these wings cooling and out of the oven, we're going to go back to the fridge and we're going to get that sauce that we were mixing up earlier, the hot sauce with a little bit of brown sugar to sweeten it up. Right now it should be good and thick because it's been in the fridge for a few hours. And we're going to take every single wing, we're going to drop them in the sauce, and we're going to coat them really good so that they got a nice lather on them. You can put them in while they're still hot, but it's good to let the wings sit for a minute or two before you drop them in the sauce. I just take a regular baking spoon and I make sure that everything's covered and coated. And what I'll do in addition to that is I'll prepare a pan with some wax paper so that once your wing is coated, oozing with the good stuff, we can take those over and we can transfer them into a baking pan with some wax paper. You're going to want to repeat this step with all wings until you have yourself a luscious pile of barbecue chicken wings, crispy and ready to eat.